Okay, so boys, this right here is Mitch's screen.
Where did you put the gloves?
How are your maps?
So here goes my gloves in the double corruption.
How are your maps?
Oh no. Please. Please.
You ready?
Please be +4. Or 2.
Yes.
I mean, it didn't go away. It didn't poof. Everything's good.
Link it, please.
It's white sockets.
Yo, what up? So as you might have noticed from the clip, we already have a 6 link now, and we did end up corrupting the first pair of gloves, in hopes of getting something like +2 duration gems, +2 AoE gems, +2 projectile gems, or it's something useful, right? I'm missing 5 levels from my ED from the potential endgame, because the ED is still level 20, and the gloves could be +2 on top of what they are right now. The chess piece, this chess piece particular, it's not very well rolled yet, because we're gonna do a beast rotation today, like an Einha rotation, and hopefully we get some split beasts, and then we can split this for future tricksters. I know I'm gonna wanna play at least a few tricksters. Epic. And it's an 85, so you can use a Exile Orb from Baron, and then you can roll it for the explosion, the physical explosion. But yeah, this chest particular took 1039 fusings with I think it was 46 quality when we were doing it. Yeah, because it was actually with an 18 quality when we were rolling it, and the previous chest was like 440 something. So it took like a good 1500 fusings of 39 quality or higher chest speeds to get it, and there was like some random fuses on like other chests before. And as you can see from me, just shield charging right now, I'm now using shield charge again. And the biggest reason for shield charge right now is I swap out of this wand. I can actually do this quick. So previously, I had a 211k. I don't know how well you see this, but with Infusion and Arcane Surge, it is 276.7, and Blight is at like 42.3k. And while Michi was trying to make his own +1 cold wand, oh, hey, we get an untainted, so I have to join this. Continue the video after. T16 untainted paradise. Ooh.
Hey.
Okay, I'm back. That was a T16 untainted. At 97, that's 150 millibar per hour. That was really nice. But yeah, I was talking about the wand. So Michi, who's playing a gold dot trickster, was trying to craft a +1 cold and a spell damage one for multimodding, just like I have. But he ended up hitting a +1 chaos spell instead. It had 2 suffixes, like random suffixes that we scoured off and then multimodded, and now this has an open suffix that could be exalted. But if you look at the item level of the bond, it's level 3, so there isn't too many good suffixes you can exalt. However, you could, and what I will probably do, is end up crafting Aspect of the Spider on this. And how do you make this, and why is the item level 3? So the reason why it's item level 3 is there is so little possible rolls both prefixes and suffixes at these item levels, that the chance for hitting a +1 all like either lightning, chaos, gold, etc. Skill gems levels is very high, and as you can see, the spell damage is from an essence mod, so that was done with an essence of WoW. I believe that's actually a defending essence of WoW. So if you look at the first mod, it says 50 to 66% spell damage on one-handed weapons, and this is 85 to 4. So you spam Essence of Woes on low level ones if you're trying to like get this, and then you get multi-mod and you get the trigger and whatever the remaining prefix you want. So if we compare it to this with spell damage +1 and then just chaos.multi, this was with Infusion and Arcane Surge, 276.7k ED, and with this it would is to 305,000, which is a very big upgrade. And so this enables me to use shield charge now, because I no longer self-cast Bane. I just have a Despair on the trigger there. Then I also have a Tempest Shield, because eventually this will be a block build with the Kilova Jewel, which I believe I am pretty close for another set. Yeah, just need either 41 Marketh, 46 Templars, or 50 for Eternals, and we have another 3-way to try and get the Kilova K-Phone. So yeah, and then we'll craft a shield like this, where you have the ES Cannon block. If this was an ES Cannon block instead of the Mana Cannon block, this shield would actually be like disgustingly good for my build right now, because the Socket gems have 15% reduced mana reservation, actually allows me to hit like be able to run Aspect of the Spider and Clarity eventually if I get a Watcher's Eye for the you know, ES as mana as extra ES. And you might also see that there. So I did end up doing a Elder yesterday, twice actually. I'll just end up the video with showing you the Elder fight and how it fares. See like how the single target DPS is on this build. Yeah. Another thing is I started now crafting towards at least my starter boots on going ailment immune, and these are just starter boots. It's bad base. It's not Stork boots, but it has the T1 avoid elemental ailments. So with this helm craft, which I need a new helm for that, Arcane Swiftness, and then a respec to another cluster jewel, and getting this for 25 will make me immune to all ailments, which allows me to drop my dream fragments, which allows me to drop my ignite immune, shock immune, and this would give me a lot of evasion. You can have up to 100% increased evasion on here, and then instead of shock I could have like regen or something as the last one, which is very powerful. But yeah, these need to be multi-modded. I don't have the Exalt right now to do it, but what I will end up multi-modding this is it'll be the craft 3 like this mod. Then I'll do movement speed, but instead of doing normal movement speed, I'll do movement speed with onslaught, which allows me to drop my onslaught jewel, and I will replace it with corrupted blood canopy inflict on you, which is amazing. I mean, this is amazing too because it has like a bit of resist and chaos damage from the multiplier. So this is like just a really good jewel. So I'll put this on instead of the onslaught jewel, and then the other mod is probably just gonna be percentage ES, because I'm gonna lose quite a bit of ES from dropping Syntrex. And then it has another open suffix, which will probably just be the Leo Slam. And hope to hit int or resist or something like that. Eventually the boots would be on a Sork boots, 86 Sork boots, using Awakener Orb. So I would combine any random Saber boots with the T1 avoidance craft like mod that I had on those boots. I actually have a T2 here, but I need T1, and I would use a Redeemer's Exalted Orb if I ever get one. I actually haven't had a single Exalted Orb from the Conquerors or any of the Awakened Gems, and I believe I've now done. Where are you? I'm now 46 Conqueror fights deep. Obviously, not all of these could even drop them, I'm pretty sure, but at this point, over half of the Conquerors I've done have been for Watchstones, and at least 16 now have been, 14 have been with Awaken level 8 as well. So there's that. So I will use that Exalt on boots like these. Where are you? They're like an 86 Sork boots. And then I will roll these boots for up to 10%. It's 9 to 10% spell dodge. And then I will Awaken Orb them together so that the Shaper influence from the other boots is applied to the Sork boots. And then we pray that it gives us really good prefixes or an open suffix so we can multi-mod the prefixes. And then eventually get this Thread of Hope here, small one, get Face Acrobatics, get Silent Steps, and Hunter's Gambit. I mean, Silent Step isn't mandatory, but it's really nice with Stip Knight. And that'll give us a pretty crazy. We can get like 50% spell dodge. There's a lot of respect I need to do for that, but yeah. Anything else? I think that's all when it comes to my upgrades. My belt is still pretty shit, although Regal. Because of the 6-link now, and I got some random roll on it, it has a lightning resist roll. That was enough for me to drop a resist roll from my amulet. And now I'm cap resist. And I can run the minimum endurance charge as the suffix here. This is the ideal suffix for me. And ideally I would actually have that suffix on both of my rings as well to have 3 minimum endurance charges. That's a lot of physical damage mitigation. That's 12% physical damage mitigation. And it also gives you some decent resist, which is nice. And they look cool. But yeah, I think that was everything I really wanted to talk about in this video. I guess short, like quickly. Still gathering Acid Caverns. Currently, the only map here I'm looking for is Excavation. It has a really good div card. It's a double boss, so whenever a Metamorph spawns in that map, I have a higher chance of choosing which part of I can get, because there's 2 unique mobs. Getting just Warps here for fusings, and there's a nice Golem Jewels. Here I have Grotto. Grotto because it's the last map for the Awakening bonus right now. And then I can pick another one. I'll probably just slam them all into Grotto, honestly, because Grotto is the best map here. Leyline is pretty good for the League mechanic, considering that, but we'll see. In Valdos, I'm currently looking on, like, I have the preference on Mesa and Tribunal, not Tribunal, Crater. Eventually it's gonna also go into Mudgeyser, Peninsula, and Factory, so I can get those done as well. As you can see, I'm getting pretty close to having all of them. And I'm missing only 4 unique maps. We actually have the Vinctar Square. We can make the low-level Vinctar Square. And I have one item level 83 staff. If you want to get the Awakening bonus from the Vinctar Square, you actually need to combine 4 staves where the lowest item level is 82. That way you can get the maps that can give you this, the bonus from here, the Awakening bonus from here. And then we're just missing Parandos Manor, Dorianis, and Hall of the Grandmasters, which I probably want to make a build to be able to farm it, because well, it means it's 16 now, like, well, since last league is really good for map returns and everything. Then again, here I've already gotten everything. I'm mostly I'm mostly gonna be running T14s, I think, because that's enough for the getting Shaper and Elder Guardians. And as far as I'm aware, it doesn't matter if it's a 14, 15, or 16, because it's just this 4% chance for those maps to drop. And it doesn't go as in because they're unique maps, kind of. That they don't like go from the normal map drop pool, so it doesn't roll for a tier first. If it did roll for a tier first, then doing T16s might be better, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. It doesn't make any sense to work like that. But yeah, so I just basically picked the best T14 out of the Ancient City, Defiled, and Relic because it has really good div cards. The layout isn't perfect for layout wise. Defiled Cutlet would be better, but the div cards are too good, in my opinion, to drop that. In Lex Proxima, I'm just picking maps for the Awakening bonus. I'll get them hopefully soon. And after I have all of them, I'm not sure yet what I'll do. Jungle Valley is a really good map, minus the boss because it takes too long boss to come down. Residence is really nice. Haunted Mansion is good. Belfry is good for Chaos cards. There's a lot of good maps here. Underground Sea is really nice. I'll probably end up just putting all of them into either one good T14 or into multiple good T14s. And then in Lex Ejoris, we have all of them in Crimson Temple because we're just missing that bonus from it. And after that, I would really like to put it on Lair or Caldera, but the league mechanic isn't great on those maps. For Barrows, it's actually it's nice for Barrows, but I don't know about that, honestly. I might actually implement it in Bone Crypt, because Bone Crypt has a div card for the Soul Eater jewel for minions. Well, Spectres to be specific, but I don't think we probably need that. So, because we can buy that, there's people, like, not Solo Self Fun. If I was Solo Self Fun, I would absolutely put it on there. I might even do this, so it's there's less maps for that. But yeah. So that's what's going on right now. Single target damage is pretty good. I guess we could really quickly go over to POB a bit on that. I will include the current builds POB in the description. But yeah, so this is the exact 3 right now. The config is correct for Shaper DPS. This is currently with 0 wither stacks, and I need to put actual wither here, because the POB doesn't account for the spreading rods. So if I didn't have wither here, then doing anything here doesn't increase my .dp, as you can see. But with wither as a random off gem there, then it works. I can just click it. Yeah. So Blight. So this is a single stack of Blight, and you can have 20 of those. So the Blight alone currently, without the wither, is basically 1 mil DPS, assuming you can sustain all of it. ED currently is 324k. And then when we actually slap on some wither, it's very easy to sustain 10 wither on any fight ever. That's almost 500,000 DPS. ED and then Blight is now like up to like 1.4 mil. So the damage on the build is getting pretty good. There's still a lot to go. For example, if you want to see the damage I would have if I had the double corrupted gloves and a level 20 ED, just even getting +1 level on my ED right now puts it to, yeah, So let's say that we got lucky and hit the +2, like +2 corruption. And the ED would suddenly be 800,000 with a level 21 gem. And that's with 10 stacks. Without any stacks, it's over 500,000. And with all of them, so basically you slap ED and then you blight, you're at 1 mil for the ED itself. So obviously that's probably not gonna be happening, and I'm assuming I can get it to 23 because that's just one good corruption, and then a level 21 gem, which will happen eventually. I actually have another pair of gloves already waiting to be. Where the fuck are you? I have another pair of gloves that need a bit further crafting. There. So this was annulled 3 times. One prefix and 2 suffixes were annulled out from this. And what needs to be done now is a beast for remove a prefix, add a suffix, and then we pray that it hits another beastie int suffix or resist or something like that. And then we multimod the +2, and then we have another open prefix after that, and then we're just gonna be slam, and we pray for like flat or percentage ES. And then we double corrupt them again. But yeah, this was a bit longer than I originally intended, but there was a lot to talk about. A lot of good stuff happened yesterday. And yeah, hopefully soon we get to respect this pathing here and try to craft a ES on block shield. And then when that happens, the build becomes like actually really tanky. But yeah, that's all I have for now, and I'll leave you with the elder fight, and I'll see you guys later. Actually, no, that's pretty good. I'm apologies for the hit there, and I think I'm gonna take that. Yeah. Oh,
Fuck.
Hold. Get me a purity jewel, thanks.
Get me this ES region, please. Not killing Elder before the first thing pops. No damage.
I know, right? I'm sorry, I let one ad spawn.
Not gonna get a jewel now.
Yeah, rip. You probably have taken a frost ball just in case.
Decoy total.
Or that.
Ready, Exile, quickly!
Boom!
He's coming.
So that was the
Pepe
Elder.
hands, no jewel.
What
got the
terrible,
bow.
monstrous power. We must find a way to defeat it, Exile.
Oh,
We seem to have driven it from
you
this
got an
world.
axe too.
There must be a way to defeat it.
And
for
I...
good.
Oh, this is an Elder Scepter. Bad. Ceremonial axe. Nice.
No.